Gather around, gather around. Come on in, folks. Come on in. I ain't gonna be on too long. I gotta talk to my daughter. Gather around, gather around. Round number 3. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Uno, dos, tres. What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what it is, man. Yeah, man. I'm letting everybody come on in. Shouts out to all the bandits. Welcome to BucosLocker Locker Room Talk, a playoff edition on Sunday. Subscribe to the channel, because I can't do it without you guys, you bandits and pirates out there that support the channel. Keep supporting the channel and keep sharing the videos. And make sure you hit the notification bell icon when you come on this channel. If you're a new subscriber, make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. And if you're a regular, you better have that notification bell clicked so you don't miss any videos on BucosLocker. Well, I'm excited. Then I called it yesterday. We want the Saints. We want the Saints. We want the Saints. We want the Saints. I'm just telling y'all, man, y'all. I'm just saying, I had to break out the winter coat. You know what I'm saying? I was outside a little bit. You know, I had to break out the winter coat. It's a reversible too, baby. But you know, we got what we asked for. And yeah, that thing nice too, boy. Clean. Look at that clean. That thing clean. Early thoughts on the game, folks. Early thoughts. Let me get this camera ready right here. Early thoughts on the game. I watched the Bears. I caught the fourth quarter. I didn't catch the whole game. The Saints was just a better team. The Bears was not going to beat that. The Bears was not going to win that game at all. They had no chance. But my early thoughts is, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, nobody's gonna pick us to win the game. The favorite, Vegas got us losing the game. A lot of the analysts is gonna pick the Saints. Third time is the charm, right? So it's gonna be a lot going against our team as a fan base. Not too many analysts, other fan bases, former players are not picking the Bucs. And y'all hope y'all understand that. Do y'all understand why they're not going to pick us to win this game against the Saints for the third time? Now, in history, when teams play each other 3 times in a calendar year, usually the team that beat you twice already wins again. So the percentages are not great because of both teams know each other. Both teams know what each other going to do. But here's the difference. The Bucs have made some adjustments. This is not the same team that the Saints played in week 1. This is not the same team that the Saints played in week 9 when the Bucs got shellacked and took them to the woodshed. This is a different Bucs team with some wrinkles. Now, a lot of it will be the same. What you saw at week 1 to week 9 into the playoffs, so you're going to see a lot of the stuff you saw in week 9. But there's going to be some wrinkles. There's going to be some wrinkles. We're not the same team from week 9. We can agree with that. Now, this is for you biased Bucs fans. This is for the Bucs fans that you can't tell anything, you can't explain anything to them. on paper, based on the two games, you have to go off of what you saw when we played the Saints. Of course, those two games, they were the better team, right? They were the better team. Okay, we can give those. Well, we have to give them the victory. They got the victories, right? Can the Bucs beat the Saints? Of course. I'm giving y'all early thoughts about the matchup. It's a great matchup because both teams are playing very well. Okay, both teams are 1-0 in the playoffs. That's what matters. But I'm gonna give you your early thing. The things that matter to me, and it's gonna surprise some of you. And some of you that's been paying attention to the channel, you understand what's more valuable to me. What do I pay attention to the most? What did I mention in the first game? What did I mention in the second game? What matters to me in games like this, I can care less about the Bucs beating the Vikings, the Lions, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Broncos, the Raiders. I can care less about the Bucs beating those teams because they're supposed to beat those teams. The Bucs beat a scrappy Washington football team, but they was limited. They had a good defense, but the special teams wasn't nah. But the offense did enough, but you knew the Washington football team was not going to beat the Bucs. We already knew that. So when the Bucs came victory yesterday, it was like, okay, we knew that. But here's a game where you really can't say the Bucs are going to win, right? Like we're talking about football. We're not talking about being biased. I'm a fan. I'm just talking about football. We're talking about football right now. We're talking about football. The things that matter to me is games like this. Did the game yesterday matter? Yes, it matters because we advanced. But these games right here matter the most to me. And what's going to happen, as I said in the first two games, pay attention to two areas. Two most important areas. Oh, we got a super chat already. This is a playoff edition locker room talk. We getting live already. First down. Saints defense better than Washington's. Yes, of course. And he'd be a fool to say the Redskins defense or the Washington football team defense is better than the Saints defense. The reason why the Saints defense is better than the Washington football team defense is because they have a better overall defense. They have better linebackers. They have a better secondary. Yeah, I think y'all know this already. Let's not overthink this, okay? Let's not I understand what you're saying, Malcolm, but let's not try to make it seem like we're just gonna do what we did against the Redskins or the Washington football team. Like, it's levels. Y'all know. Like, do I have to explain this again? Like, it's levels. As you go along in the playoffs, you play better teams, better defenses. It's two things that's going to come down. Who has been paying attention to this channel since week 1? What are the two things in this game matter the most? What two things that matter the most in this matchup? Can anybody give me the two things that stand out the most in this matchup that I've always speak about? Let's see if anybody been paying attention. Come on, Bandits and Pirates. You've been paying attention the whole season, right? Oh, see? I'm not. Oh, you know what? Let me get some answers. Two things that matter to me in this game. I can care less about anything else. Let's see if anybody can. I see a couple answers already that's been paying attention to this channel. Two things that matter to me. Two areas of the game that matter to me when it comes to this game right here. I can care less about anything else around that. I see a couple answers already. I see a couple guys. I see two guys with the answers already. Two answers. I need two answers. What two things that the BucosLocker has been preaching the most when it comes to games like this? I've been talking about this since the offseason, all the way up until now. There we go. See, like I'm gonna let a couple of guys answer the question, because I've been doing some. I took some notes. I took some notes and all that stuff like that. So, but two things. A couple of bandits have been paying attention. First down. All right, y'all want the answer? Do y'all want the answer? Do y'all want the answer? Let's. Do you want the answer on what two things that matter to BucosLocker? In this game, in this particular game, round 3, the same thing that mattered in week 1 and week 9. Coaching, trenches. I can care less about the bombs away, the running game. Not worried about that. Coaching, trenches. If you go back and look at both games, what was the thing that stood out in both games that affected the Bucs? Coaching, trenches. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all this. Coaching and trenches. In this game right here, the coach putting the game plan together and the trenches. In both games, the Bucs got shellacked in both areas. And that was the deciding factor in both games. Coaching was really bad. It was a complete difference in coaching in week 1. And then the Bucs supposedly improved in week 9 and took into the woodshed 38-3. Sean Payton now coached Bruce Arians in both games. And the trenches in both games got Saints had us. It doesn't matter. The Bucs can run around here and bombs away all day long. You can bombs away all day long, and I'm cool with that. Which, that's not a great idea, but it's hard to bombs away when Brady's getting hit and being pressured and being sacked when you can't run the ball. Like, it's kind of hard to go bombs away because, once again, it's about matchups. The Saints match up well against the Bucs, whether you like it or not. This is a really good matchup for the Bucs, and this is a really good matchup for the Saints in certain areas. Bucs fans, you got to come to grips. This is the matchup between the Bucs and the Saints. It's a tough matchup for the Bucs because the Saints are built to stop us. They built that team. Remember, when you're building a team, you build a team to win the division. The Saints did that. They built their team to stop the division opponents. They have the secondary to match up well against the Bucs, and y'all know this already. Y'all seen this twice last year. But let me give y'all a little insight on the little bit of notes I took, and I'm going to get off this live stream real quick. I'm not going to be on here too long. I keep saying that, but so in the Bucs versus Saints matchup number 3, going back from week 1 to week 9 last year, 34-23, 38-3, 72-26 in both games. The Bucs got outscored. Brady got sacked 6 times. This is talking about totals in both games. Brady got hit 16 times. 5 interceptions. 6 turnovers total. 14 penalties. And, of course, Bruce Arians got severely outcoached by Sean Payton twice. It's facts. I'm not making this up. I'm not pushing a narrative. No, this is facts. Facts is not a narrative. This is not an emotion. This is not made up. This is right here in my phone, right here. Brady got sacked 6 times. Hit 16 times. 5 interceptions. 6 turnovers, 14 penalties. And of course, severely got outcoached. The Bucs offense gonna do their thing. The Bucs offense gonna move the ball. But what matters to me is the trenches and coaching. This is facts. Y'all saw it with your own 2 eyes. Y'all saw the same 2 games I saw last year. And you were pissed, wasn't you? You was pissed that the Bucs got taken to the woodshed. Will the Bucs do better than week 9? Yes, the Bucs are going to do much better than week 9. I guarantee you the Bucs score more than 3 points. Because the adjustments have been made. Not too much of adjustments, but a couple of adjustments. Not the same team from week 9. But what matters to me is coaching, game management, in-game decision making. Putting together the game plan. Can the Bucs O-line hold up against the Saints D-line? Oh, number 76 looked good against Chase Young. Yeah. Look good against Chase Young. Yeah. Yeah, look good. But we saw number 76 look against Trey Hendrickson and Cam Jordan and Marcus Davenport. Why does it look so bad against the Saints D-line? Alex Kappa out, fractured ankle. Ted Larson, Joe Haig. The Bucs got to win the trenches. Oh, on the other side, the Bucs D-line against the Saints O-line. We saw both games. Can't get no pressure. Ryan Ramczyk, Teron Armstead, Shaq Barrett, JPP can't do anything against those tackles. So guess what? Todd Bowles gonna have to blitz. And for some strange reason, the Saints offense be moving the ball against the Bucs defense, and all they doing is how the Saints move the ball against the Bucs defense when we know they're checking the ball down. How is this possible? The Saints offense is full strength, just like the Bucs. This is a matchup. Both teams are at full strength. There is no excuses on both sides. Both teams have no excuses. Both teams are healthy. Both teams are ready. There is no excuses. The Bucs are going to do much better than they did the first two times. But what it comes down to is coaching in the trenches. You can get in your feelings all you want to, but y'all know what matters. Bombs away, I don't care. Trenches, head coach, that's the matchups that I care about. If the Bucs can win those two matchups, you watch the game, you watch both games with your eyes. And what did the Bucs look bad in? Trenches and coaching. We got to be ready. Trenches, head coaching is the two biggest things in this game that matters. So you can sit there and talk about bombs away and AD this and Godwin this and Evans that and Brayton Gronkowski. Have you seen the trenches? Ted Larson? Oh, you can talk about Devin White and Levante David, this and that and this and that. Have you seen the Bucs pass rush against good O-lines? That's what's going to matter. Did you see Bruce Arians coaching against Sean Payton? Got took him to the woodshed and slapped. That can't happen in the round number 3. That cannot happen facing the Saints the third time. Bruce Arians needs to do a better job in coaching, putting the game plan, the correct game plan together. Todd Bowles put together the correct game plan to stop Thomas, Kamara, Cook. The Saints is this right here. This is the Saints game. They do more dinking and dunking than the Bucs. The Bucs is bombs away. But the adjustments need to be made. The Bucs gotta. Will Bruce Arians revert back to bombs away? Will he resist of throwing the ball down the field consistently against the Saints D-line? Dennis Allen's a DC. Can the Bucs resist reverting back to bombs away? Because this is the game where maybe the Bucs do something actually different to confuse the Saints. You know, a little bit more 0 to 10 throws versus 10 to 15 to 20 yard throws. Because to slow a pass rush down, now you're missing Alex Kappa. You're going to need the 12 personnel. You're going to need the tight ends to block because of the tackle. And a solid running game. The trenches. Trenches. I'm going to leave it like that, folks. I just want to come on here and give you my early thoughts on the game. I'll come back later on this week and we'll get more in detail with the locker room talk. But playoff edition locker room talk. This your boy Isaiah. Coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon. Well, folks, round number 3, primetime game again. Y'all know my thoughts, early thoughts already. It's all about the trenches and the coaching. Nothing else. I'm telling you right now. With that being said, shouts out to all my powers and my Z bandits. And everybody that like this channel, that follow this channel. Keep supporting this channel. Can't do it without you. And for you haters out there, and you biased Bucs fans, that's emotional, you'll be alright. Because it's still Super Bowl bust, but you'll be alright. But I'll come back to you later this week and we'll get more in depth about this game. With that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, no risk it, to get the biscuit, right? Hashtag playoffs. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag ain't no chill. Hashtag Saints versus Bucs round 3. And most importantly, hashtag Super Bowl or bust. I know it stings. I know it stings, but you'll get used to it. We on our way. The feel different. Deuces.